So there's a notion, certainly in the Vedic tradition, and I think in other spiritual traditions as well, where they speak about freedom from desire. And the idea is that when your physiology is fully awake and integrated and you're living that transcendental level of life, what some people would call enlightenment, you are free of desire. You have no desires. And you need to be a little careful with that, because it doesn't mean that when you are fully awake, we can use the word enlightened, I guess, and when you're an enlightened being, it doesn't mean that you have no preference between, say, vanilla and chocolate ice cream, or you have no desires whatsoever. What it means is that you are awake on that level of your being that can't desire anything because it's already one with everything. That level of your being is completely fulfilled. It's completely one with anything. Can't have any desires. Everything in its essence is the unified field. So if you know that you're the unified field, then you know that you already have everything. But that doesn't mean that on the surface of life, you can't function in the field of duality, the field of desire, really, the world of wanting. You see, it's just that you don't get lost to it. But you still have your preferences, your desires, your longings, and on the surface of life, that looks very normal, you know. So an enlightened being isn't somebody that's really strange, and, you know, they talk about enlightened beings who, you know, have no desires and people have to force feed them because they have no desire for food. I mean, I don't mean to detract, because there were some people who are awake in that way in history, and they are awake to the transcendental level, you see, and that's great, but it's not integrated. It's not integrated with the surface of life in a really a healthy way. So as I think it was Ramana Maharshi said, you know, the trick is have the boat in the water. Be in the world, but don't have the water in the boat. Don't lose yourself to the world. And when you can do that and you function in the world, very normal, very kind of healthy way, enlightenment is actually just more normal. It's not more weird, you see. And when you can do that and still be awake to that level, it's free from desire, then you're what I call transgradiently integrated. All the different levels of life, all the different levels of reality are integrated and functioning in harmony, even with the degree of polar opposites. On the surface of life, you have desires, but on the depth of your being, you're free from desire. You see? Good.